Imagine turning 32 and opening your bank account to find just $214. The hardest part isn't the number, it's finally admitting that something has to change. So you write down everything: your income, rent, car, food, subscriptions, and every little purchase. And suddenly you understand the problem. You're not moving forward. The first goal isn't becoming rich, it's simply to stop going backward. You cancel subscriptions, cut unnecessary spending, and start keeping more of every paycheck. Maybe you even take extra work for a few months. It isn't glamorous, but neither is being financially trapped. Then one morning, you check your account, more than $1,000. Now you automate the process. Money moves into savings and investments before you have time to spend it. You're learning to live on what remains instead of spending everything you earn. Then life tests you. One morning, your car breaks down. The mechanic gives you the number, $2,300. But this time, you have savings. You pay the bill without using a credit card. Then the market crashes, your investments fall, and suddenly your account is worth much less. Everything inside you wants to sell, but you remember why you started. So you keep investing, you keep buying. You know you have time. You stop thinking only about next month. You start thinking in years. You stop asking only, what is cheapest today? You start asking, what gives me better value over 5 years? Then your company announces a restructuring. Suddenly, everyone wonders who will be next. You're still nervous, but you're no longer one paycheck away from disaster. Some of your coworkers lose their jobs, and you realize how quickly life can change. Then you remember, every dollar spent today is a dollar that cannot build your future. Years pass. Then one morning, you see it, more than $50,000. It doesn't feel like a lottery win. It feels like a foundation. Then your mother calls. Her house needs an expensive repair. You tell her not to worry. You transfer the money without taking on debt. And suddenly you understand what wealth is really for. Your investments keep working while you sleep. Your money is finally working alongside you. Eventually, the credit card debt disappears. The student loans are gone. Some people around you don't understand your choices, and that's okay. Then you wake up on your 40th birthday and remember the person you were 8 years earlier. You check the number, more than $200,000, built from almost nothing. You remember the $214, the fear, the spreadsheet, and every small decision that seemed meaningless at the time. And you realize wealth didn't feel like becoming rich, it felt like being prepared. It felt like having choices, it felt like having time. So if you're 32, 35, or even 40, don't spend another 5 years wishing you had started 5 years ago. Start with what you have. Save your first $100, build your first 1,000, invest consistently. Your future won't change in one dramatic moment. It changes quietly, one decision at a time. Start today, and one day you'll look back and realize that was the moment everything changed. One of the biggest changes is simple. You finally start tracking where every dollar goes. $5 here and $10 there don't feel important, but repeated hundreds of times they become thousands. But cutting expenses has a limit. At some point, you also need to increase your income. You improve your skills, take on more responsibility, and eventually ask to be paid what your work is worth. Instead of spending every extra dollar, you send part of that increase toward your future. Slowly, your financial life develops layers. Savings protect you today, while investments prepare you for tomorrow. Sometimes building wealth means saying no, not because you can't afford something, but because you have a bigger goal. At first, the progress looks painfully slow, then the years begin working in your favor. That's the secret most people underestimate. You don't need to get rich quickly. You need to give good financial decisions enough time to grow.